Yo, yo, it's time to discover the flow. Shout out to the bros. You know, I like to welcome everybody to discover the flow. No matter how you discover the show or discover the bros, now you about to see how far we can go, because it's time for discover the flow. Yeah, cowabunga do. You know live is how we come to you. Turn the levels up when you hear the boys coming through. The Pod Squad giving you just what you need, hitting you with a new special guest every week. Don't you dare hit skip, man, it's Tristan and Kip. DTF Pod about to take you on a trip. Mega Ran bring the heat, yeah. But be clear, I wasn't even supposed to be here. Welcome to Discover the Flow. No matter how you discovered the show or discovered the bros, now you about to see how far we can go, because it's time for Discover the Flow. Let's start the show.
Recording, so all good.
How you doing, man? Now you can do and say whatever you want for sure.
I love Donald Trump.
Well, that's been Malcolm Ingram, everybody. Have a nice day. No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, that's it. Like, Malcolm Ingram, I love Donald Trump.
I've said before, like, sometimes I want to like the guy because he's amusing, but then he'll say and do shit where I'm like, so close.
I fucking love The
Never mind.
Like that, like that's the funny thing. Like, I love The Apprentice. Like, I'm part of the problem. Like,
I mean, I grew up with him hosting WrestleMania, so you know.
Like, that was the funny thing. Like, like Donald Trump was awesome, and then he became president, and then it's like, oh.
Well, he was originally the Democrat. He is the quintessential Democrat in his own way, and then as soon as he became a Republican, so he could run for president, he just went.
I mean, I don't think he believes in anything, right? Like,
no, he believes in himself.
Yeah, I mean, he believes in his brand. Like, you know, I believe he believes two things. Like, I believe that, like, he believes that he's the smartest guy in the room, and I believe that he wants to fuck his daughter. I think those are...
I was just going to say, yeah, number two is he thinks his daughter's hot. He believes that.
Those are the two things that he believes. But, like, as a personality, I have no issue with Donald Trump. He was, like, again, like, on Stern and stuff, like, he was always really funny. And I loved The Apprentice. I watched it, like, I would go as far to say as I was a fan of The Apprentice.
I watched it on and off when he was on there, but I never checked it out when Schwarzenegger took it over. Everybody said it was horrible after that.
What, Schwarzenegger?
Yeah.
I never saw it with. I mean, what are you going to talk bad about Schwarzenegger, for Christ's sakes?
No, I'm just saying. I'm like, I never saw it with him, but I heard it wasn't very good once he took over.
I mean, come on, like, fucking stop badmouthing him.
I got nothing bad to say about Schwarzenegger. He tricked Stallone into doing "Stop or My Mom Will Shoot." That's the greatest prank of all time.
The what now?
He tricked Stallone into doing "Stop or My Mom Will Shoot." That's one of the greatest pranks of all time.
Saw it in the theaters.
Have you ever heard about that story?
No, but I'm sure you're going to tell me.
Well, before the cops come to get you. So
yeah.
Apparently when back in the day when they were competing for roles nonstop, Schwarzenegger read "Stop or My Mom Will Shoot" and thought it was the biggest piece of crap he had ever read. But anything he showed interest in, Stallone went after hard. So he feigned interest in it as a prank so that Stallone would go after it. And the moment Stallone went after it, Schwarzenegger dropped out so that they would give him the role, knowing it was the biggest piece of crap he had ever seen.
I mean, that tracks. Like, but like that's like Schwarzenegger is a very funny person, right? Like, I mean, you just have to see, like, from the time, like, I mean, I saw Pumping Iron, like, you know, back in the day. Like, I saw Pumping Iron in the 70s. I was always a huge Schwarzenegger fan. Like, Pumping Iron is probably his funniest performance, and he smokes a joint in it.
It's wild because he doesn't, like, you get the perception of him that he's just this big muscle bound idiot, but he's not. He's extremely intelligent. And when you listen to him more and more, you realize that over time.
I mean, like, all you need to do is see Pumping Iron, like, and how he psychs out as a, like, he's Schwarzenegger's a fucking, like, I have nothing but, like, yeah, like, he was such a great, like, that's like kids today, like, you know, I mean, amongst the many other things they don't have, like, who's the new Schwarzenegger?
I mean, I don't know if there is another Schwarzenegger right now. I don't know if there ever could be.
Like, I guess
anybody like him, he's truly one of a kind.
The closest to Schwarzenegger would be that really hot Aquaman dude.
Oh, Momoa?
Yeah. He's kind of got the same...
he's got the cool
factor, the same spirit, I think.
I mean, I guess if you're going that direction, Hemsworth could pull it off.
Yeah, but Hemsworth seems dumb. Did I just say that out loud?
It might be. It might be.
I mean, Hemsworth doesn't seem interesting at all.
No?
No, I mean, well, like, he seems like a good man. Like, you know, he obviously is really into his family, and he's got that son that's all fucking, like, tough and feral and stuff and all that, but, like, he seems like he's a family man. I don't think that he has a natural sense of humor. Like, Schwarzenegger had a great sense of himself.
Maybe not.
You know, like, Schwarzenegger had a really good...
he is very funny.
And Hemsworth doesn't seem that self-aware. And his fucking brother fucking flat out dissed Miley Cyrus. That's not cool.
Wasn't he engaged to her for the longest time?
She wrote this song,
did they actually get married?
She wrote this song Flowers about him, and, like, apparently the story behind that Flowers song is that, like, she filmed it in a house where he cheated on her. Like, apparently there's this fucking huge, because the whole story is all about, like, you know, well, I mean, I could buy myself flowers, blah, blah, blah. Like, it's about, she don't need no fucking man. But apparently, like, there's this weird backstory. Like, she's wearing the same dress. Apparently he cheated on her with, you know what? I'm not even going to speculate. But I think it was, what's her face? Yeah, it was J-Lo. Look at both your faces. You're just both like, Malcolm's fucking...
I actually muted myself.
Malcolm's the lamest guest we've
ever... Wait. He was...
No,
oh God, no, not even.
I'm thoroughly enjoying this conversation.
So like he was fucking J-Lo?
J-Lo, come on, dude, get with it.
I knew
J-Lo, Jennifer Lawrence.
I thought you said J-Lo. I was so confused.
No, J-Lo.
Yeah, as much as I like Miley Cyrus, I mean, I admit I might cheat with J-Lo too.
You would what?
She's a crazy one. She seems like a dirty bird that would do some wild things. But then again, so does Miley Cyrus. So, you know.
Look at you. Come on. You can't talk about
Who knows?
that. I honestly,
Hey, I like both. I like both. They seem like they're the same side of the piece of bread, you know.
Did you ever see the pictures of her that like got stolen or whatever?
Of which one? Jennifer Lawrence?
Yeah.
Yeah. I've seen those.
I mean, I'm heartbroken.
She's
I've
very
seen
attractive.
them, and then I felt really guilty about because it's like it's such an invasion of her personal space. But like the one thing about those photos is she just looks like such a sweet, playful young woman, and I felt like such a fucking monster for letting curiosity, I had no business looking at those pictures. They obviously upset her very much that they kind of got out there, and I felt a lot of guilt for looking at them. All that said, like when I saw the photos, it's like, oh, what a fucking sweet, like, I don't know. There's such a sweetness to her. I am a huge fan of Jennifer Lawrence. Huge.
Yeah, I've been interested in her for a very long time. She not only is she a great actress, but like when you hear her talk, it's like you said, she seems super sweet, and she just seems like just an awesome person that you'd kind of want to hang out with her.
Like she's no bullshit.
Yeah.
And like I don't think
she can happily make fun of herself too, like that.
Yeah. And like, I mean, I don't think that since Dean Martin, there's been somebody who's been more drunk on talk shows. Like, she just seems to get, like, she's like the Dean Martin of now. Like, she just seems to get drunk on every talk show appearance. Like, there's that really funny one that she did. What was that Russian movie she did? Red Sparrow.
Oh. Okay, yeah.
She did Colbert got her drunk, and then you see her on the red carpet, and she's hammered.
What's the
hey? When you got a brand, you got a brand.
British talk show where everybody gets hammered.
What's the what?
Graham Norton.
What's the one English talk show?
Graham Norton.
Yeah, Graham Norton.
Graham Norton.
I love watching the Graham Norton show because everybody's drinking backstage on that one.
Well, he's the best.
They drink on stage.
He's got the best talk show of them all, I think. Like he is like he's very funny. Like I'm a huge fan of Graham Norton.
Yeah, they have highlights of his shows on Netflix, but they need to bring the full show there, man, because I could binge watch that for hours and hours.
You can find it on YouTube. You could find a lot of his stuff's on YouTube.
Oh yeah, it's regular in my algorithm. It's like people beating up pedophiles, pro wrestling, hot women, and then Graham Norton.
Really,
that's like my algorithm right now.
The people beating up pedophile, like I don't know, man, like that.
I don't agree with it because it gets a lot of people off the hook sometimes, but I get wanting to help catch them and everything, but there's a right way and a wrong way, and I might be abused by them.
Every one that I've seen, it's not like they're fucking picking on like the fucking 6'3" muscle bound, you know what I mean? Every one of them seems to be frail, like mentally and physically. Like they seem to be troubled individuals. Obviously, they're meeting kids. So, God, this podcast's going all over the place. Like,
it's what we do.
But I'm not even attempting to get it on the tracks yet, so don't worry. You're fine.
The thing about pedophilia, if you're cutting up this podcast, like it's just like I love Trump. The thing about pedophilia, like, there's a quote. I had to deal with in my family, not my direct family, but in my family there was a problem with that, and I tried to help out the mother, and it was really interesting because I asked 3 friends, 2 were a teacher and 1 was a health worker. And the first thing is, if you ever ask anything about it, they immediately think that you're like, they think you're asking for yourself. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm asking for somebody about, but what you find out is that, like, pedophilia, which is, like, you know, the most dastardly of deeds, there's like, it's such a fucking nasty part of culture that there's no way to take care of it. If you go to a therapist and say that you have those tendencies, they have to reach out to the police. So if you're a pedophile, there's no help. Like, just put a gun to your head, because there's nothing. And it's just like, nobody grows up to want to be a pedophile. Like, you know what I mean? Like, things that I'm happy about, like, my sexual inclinations never tended to go towards, like, children or shit.
I'm
look at
the
fucking face on you guys. You're like, who the fuck? But, like, that's the thing about it is that, like, how
he left donkeys on the table, though.
Yeah, he did.
100%. No, I mean, like, no. I mean, I have kinks, but, like, you know, they're all legal and they're all, like, I don't. My whole sexual thing is I want there should be no victims. I don't want anybody to be exploit anybody. Like, you know, everybody has to consent. Yeah. Everybody has to be game, and, you know, whatever. But, like, the thing about it is that, like, how do you deal, society, how do you deal with something like pedophilia if you can't even address it?
Yeah, it's a pretty difficult topic to approach, and not many people know how to, because you got to be sensitive to an extent, but also at the same time, how it's
that's
such an ugly thing. You know what I mean?
It's so disgusting, and it just enrages you so fucking, like, you know. I mean, I was molested,
and it really comes out of nowhere too.
What?
It really comes out of nowhere too. Like, there was a gentleman in my extended family that we thought was, like, the best of us. Like, he was a former cop. He had become a train conductor. He was teaching kids Brazilian jiu-jitsu. He was, like, the model dad. And we all generally in our friend group thought, man, this guy is the most amazing out of all of us. Like, he's the nicest, he's the coolest. And then come to find out, he had been molesting his stepdaughter for 14 years.
How'd you find
out? She finally got old enough, and it was done being scared of him. Yeah. She in fact for the last couple of years, he had tried paying her off, and she kept all of the money and put it away, and finally, you know, told somebody, and they helped her go and expose this guy together, you know, because she wasn't comfortable coming out about it on her own. She needed somebody to come with her, you know. So they went to the school and talked to her about it. It was right before she graduated. So it was, like, right under the wire of turning 18.
I mean, here's an interesting thing. Like, a lot of Americans right now have to accept pedophilia. Like, it's kind of obvious that the president of your country is a pedophile.
I mean, with the hiding of the whole Epstein shit, there's the possibility, like it kind of leans that way. It makes you wonder.
Is it even a possible? Like, it's not a possibility anymore. Isn't it just kind of like? And I don't care. Like, again, like wherever your politics. I mean, politics is just such a fucking like.
It's a quagmire now. You can't. Well, it's such a mess.
But the thing about it is, I have no problem with Republican. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't. A lot of my as I get older, like I tend to be a lot more conservative. Like, I have no problem with. I have no problems with a lot of things that conservatives believe in. Like, my thing about it is that, like, ultimately, shouldn't the end goal to society be like, you want to live in a free society, as long as you're not hurting anybody, you should be able to do what you want.
Yeah.
And that's the key. That's what's problematic about religion. Like, I didn't come out of the closet till I was in my 30s because my father was like, my father worked for the Metropolitan Separate School Board, which is like the Catholic school board. And he was, he was an usher at church. And like, I'm Malcolm Jr., and like the amount of guilt and it really fucked with my head. Like it was an awful experience. And then
I've often subscribed to that theory where it's for all I've done wrong, I must have done something right, because when my son, who's also gay, came out, it was very casual. He wasn't afraid to do it. It was kind of somebody made a joke, and then they made a joke referring to him as being gay, and I just kind of looked at him and went, "Yeah," and he goes, "Yeah, I am." And then I went back to my nachos, because really it didn't change my life from one moment to the next.
Nachos.
Like, I was just happy that he was comfortable.
Nachos is the equalizer. My father was like, it's so funny because I came out to my father was dying of cancer, and I remember exactly where we were. Like, me and my mother, I was in the back seat, my mother and father were in the front seat, and my dad was talking. My dad just said he didn't want me to be alone. And at that point, I'd been in a relationship for 5 years, and he didn't know about it. And I just finally said, like, "Dad, I'm not alone." And that's how I kind of came out. And it wasn't like, it wasn't greeted with, "I'm so happy my son's not alone." It was like, and it certainly wasn't, "I love my dead gay son." It was, it was very complicated. I never got any kind of closure with my father about being gay. He didn't like it. He let me know he didn't like it. And, it fucked me up probably to this day. But here's the interesting thing about it. I don't think that much about my father. Because there's so much pain attached to it. So essentially, like, sadly, like, the way he chose to leave it when he died, it made it so painful that essentially, like, I don't even, the man who believed in me, like, on a positive side, my dad's the only one person who believed in me, like, when I wanted to be a filmmaker. Like, I wanted to be a filmmaker since I was 5 years old. And, like, it's like, it's ridiculous. Like, I mean, like, I was 5, I was 6, I was 7. Like, it never changed. And like, it's like your kid wants to be a spaceman. Like, what do you do in the 70s when your kid is like, we lived in like, fucking Oakville, Ontario, and their son's talking about wanting to be a filmmaker. And but my father.
Do you remember what the moment was that triggered that for you?
I remember it. Like, the funny thing is, I know exactly how I got into film. Like, my brother was reading the book Jaws, And me and my brother slept in bunk beds, and it was like 74. And my brother was reading the book Jaws, and he would tell me about it, like before he went to sleep, because I couldn't read. But he would tell me about this fucking, like, he would basically play it back. And then all of a sudden there was a movie coming out. And it's really interesting. Like, we lived in Montreal at the time, and the rating system in Montreal was for all 14-18. If you were for all anybody to go see 14, you had to be 14 or over, and 18, you had to be 18 or over. It's different in America, where restricted as long as you have an, like in Canada, if a movie was restricted, like you couldn't go, not even with a parent, like you just couldn't go. And
oh wow, is it still that way now?
No, I think it's. I mean, I have no. I mean, like, I mean, anybody can see anything now, right? No.
Well, yeah, true with the internet, yeah.
Well, not just the internet. I mean, ever since the advent of like video, I'm talking when it mattered. Like, when I was like, when I was a kid, like you could see a movie in the theater. Like, there was no video, so. Like your only chance to see it was in the theaters. So a movie like Jaws. Anyway, like my parents tried to explain to me that like you can't go see the movie because, and my mom said like if the rating ever changes to for all, you can go. So that all of a sudden, every day I would go and look at the paper to see if maybe it changed. And then I started looking at all of the other ads, and I got really into like, like what are these movies? And at the time, it was like movies like Dog Day Afternoon and Shampoo, Nashville. And like, like the Nashville ad, I remember the first time I saw it, like the microphone with the legs. And like to a kid, like it looked like, oh, I want to see Nashville. Of course, I mean, and I ended up seeing Nashville when I was like, Nashville now is one of my favorite movies of all time. But when the first time I saw it, I was like, where's the dancing microphone? But anyway, that's how basically like my brother telling me about this book Jaws got me interested in the concept of film. And then from then, like, and then I started looking at the papers all the time and looking at ads. And then we'd go down to Florida, and like I'd convince my parents to like bring me to movies like Dog Day Afternoon and stuff that like, my parents weren't for my dad giving a fuck about me being a homo, he sure didn't give a fuck about what I watched in the cinema. So I saw.
So what made you?
So what was the switch that said I wanted to?
What made you decide? Well, what made you decide to get into documentary?
Go ahead, Kim.
I mean, like documentary films are.
Well, what
very,
made me
very
get in documentary is I made
genre.
I made two narratives that were so fucking bad. I'm like, honestly, I thought my career, like after I made Taillight's Fade, I thought my career was over. And in all intent and purposes, it was. Like I was a guy that like I started off as I started off working at the Toronto Film Festival in 1990, and then I became a journalist, and that's how I met Kevin Smith. And then at the time, like I was an editor at Film Threat magazine, which was like the cool, like Film Threat was like Film Threat at the time was its own version of Letterboxd. Like it's where the cool kid, you know what I mean? Like it was the cool movie magazine.
Mm-hmm.
And I was the one that got Kevin the cover for Mallrats. I pitched the story. So I got Kevin his first cover. And then to thank me...
Oh, right on.
Kevin gave me the money to make my first movie.
I heard about that. You had said that you guys had known each other less than a year, and then he gave you around 50 grand because he believed in you that much.
Miramax
Is that
money,
true?
Yeah. It's totally. It was the weirdest. It was Shannon Doherty's
Yeah.
birthday. Like, I did an onset on Mallrats. I was supposed to be there for 3 days, and I ended up staying for the entire shoot. And it just so happened to be Shannon Doherty's birthday, and I like, I was the reason that Shannon Doherty got cast. Well, I was part of the reason. Like, when the first conversation me and Kevin ever had in our lives was at a French restaurant where Kevin kept asking for pancakes. Because I think he thought crazy. Anyway, I was like, "Who's this fucking weirdo who's fucking?"
Can we get some bigger pancakes, not crepes?
I mean, that was, it was just like it's like, okay, we're having dinner, and I wasn't a very well dressed person, but Kevin took like, yeah, he like Kevin like took great pride, like, you know, in his whole jorts. You know, he would show up at, you know, he
well,
was
it's him and John Cena. They're the two most famous guys in jorts of all time.
John Cena wears jorts.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, when he wrestles.
he's wrestled in jorts for about 20 years.
Yeah, wrestling never. I never got like. I don't get wrestling. Like it's just kind of like.
Hold up. You're not into sweaty men in tights that play fight?
I mean, I'll suck their dicks, but do I gotta watch them do the wrestling? Like, the thing about
I mean, I think it'd be at least courteous to watch them do the wrestling first, you know?
I don't gotta watch that fucking masculine ballet. Like, like, the thing about it is that, like, everybody knows it's fake. Like, it is fake. It's all storylines, and it's like, so what? Like, what's like what? Like, there's basically there's no real craft to it. So what is it?
I mean, him and I have been involved in pro wrestling for about 25 years. That's a long conversation, to be honest. There's a lot of people that would tell you that it's a very physical. It's like a play. It's like an onstage play. You got one take. You're in front of a live crowd.
It's like male soap opera, right? Like, that's what it is.
100%.
It is the most violent soap opera.
Those guys are 100% athletes too.
I'll tell you one thing. Like, one wrestler that totally caught my attention that I was always a huge fan of was Roddy Piper, who was fucking, like, he was great.
I don't think there's anybody who didn't love Roddy Piper.
No, I mean, he was
Roddy was one of the best at what he did.
Yes. And like, he's the only and it's so funny with the passing of Hogan. I was like, it didn't well, like, when Piper died, that really bummed me out. Like, that was a great loss, because he was a really interesting cat, right? And I think that he's like,
and he made one of the best cult classic movies of all time, They Live.
Yeah, which I saw in the theaters, and I was like, I couldn't believe how good that movie was. I was like, that was part of those really weird movies in the 80s, like They Live and like Parents. Like, there was these really weird like Life Force. Just like really fucking.
We always go back to Barry Gordy's The Last Dragon.
I mean, you could, like, The Last Dragon. You were alive. Sheila E's in that, right?
Sheila E.
I can't remember if Sheila Eaton is. Yeah.
I'd go
Sheila E.
Prince's protege. She's gone now, but yeah.
I'd go Crush Groove over that, and over them all. Like, the one movie that isn't available anywhere which is totally one of the most bizarre films ever made, is Tougher Than Leather, the Run DMC movie. Have you ever seen that?
Oh, I actually have. I'm a very big Run DMC fan.
Yeah, I mean, Run DMC
I
is great.
remember
But that movie is
meeting.
weird. That movie's got a really weird tone. Like,
Yeah,
it's but it's not available anywhere.
really?
No, I mean, you get
No, I didn't know that.
It's only available on VHS, I think.
God, I remember the last time I played a VHS. my little brother used to be addicted to the movie Toy Story.
Yeah.
Am I the worst?
He wore those things out to the point where we have like 3 of them.
Oh,
God,
not even
no.
close. Not even close. We've had some.
If Kip had to pick one, I guarantee I'd know which one it would be.
You guys have 2 of the greatest names.
It's
ever.
one of 2.
Like Tristan Hayes, that's a stage name. That's not really your name, is it?
No, that's 100% a stage name. It's one that I've used for writing and podcasting and acting and performing for over 20 years.
I mean, it's a good one.
It's a solid one, yeah. Yeah, Tristan. I always said that
Kip Stevens is a play on my real
Legends
name,
of the Fall.
so.
Another great movie.
I mean, I'm looking at Kip Stevens and Tristan Hayes, and I just see like Malcolm. I should have fucking made up a name. Like, Jesus Christ. Kip, Tristan, and Mood.
But the cool part is you're in the middle of the 2 of us, so now you're Malcolm in the middle.
I mean, some fucking gay ass sandwich. You guys are fucking like. I'm on the fucking spit.
You do this every time.
Which one?
Every time. He tries to make me facepalm.
I don't know if I'm big enough to be a bear. I know Kip is. I think I'm somewhere.
Oh, honey, you're
a little short for that.
Oh, honey, you're big enough to be a bear, a daddy bear, even. But if I'm in the spit,
I got zaddy bear energy.
Like if you guys got me on the spit, who's fucking me and who's cocked in my mouth?
Listen, I'm gonna just say I'm gonna go for the mouth first because a mouth is a mouth, you know.
You just like putting your filthy mouth, you pig. Like that's your whole fucking like.
Yeah.
But an ass is an ass too, my friend. Ass is fucking.
I mean, it is. It is for sure.
Kip, you're just.
I refuse to commit to anything. So. I refuse to commit to anything.
I like that. You kind of go. You're like, well, Tristan wants a mouth. I guess I'll put it in his ass. All right.
So basically, what Kip's saying is, whatever's open, he'll take.
Yeah. All holes filled.
No, I'm saying I refuse to commit to anything.
Now, if you guys had me on the spit and Kip is fucking me and Tristan is like pounding his cock in my mouth, do you guys high five and be like, fuck yeah?
At the very least, high five. I'm going to try to persuade Kip to grab your legs and rotate you like a pig on a spigot.
Good Lord. This conversation has gone downhill.
Yo, Kip, what's up with your boy Tristan? It's fucking hateful fucking, like, his fucking sex is all about fucking, like...
He's a violent individual. He's got
weird. He's got fucking pain in his
He's got anger issues.
I'm pretty sure my girlfriend's asked me before if we had hate fuck before.
Who hurt you, Tristan? Who hurt you?
I mean, Tristan is a...
Do you want the list?
Tristan Hayes is a very cutesy name for the fucking hate tank I see unfolding before me. Tristan Hayes.
No, there's no hate.
I love it. I'm
a fuel tank for love, man.
No,
I love everybody.
No. You literally like fucking. I had a simple situation where like I was sucking your dick, and Kip was fucking me. We were all having a good time, and then all of a sudden, like you got violent with it. You brought hate to it. Like I was fucking.
You wanted to spin people around. You're doing weird things.
Yeah.
Wasn't good enough.
I'm just adding an element to it.
I was like, that's not enough. That I'm taking care of you both, like, selflessly, and you got to turn into some.
But what if you enjoy the rotation while you're getting tonsil punched? You never know. You might like it.
Tonsil punched. Kip, do something about your boy.
You're giving yourself a lot of credit there, Tristan. You're giving yourself a lot of credit.
Mouth hug?
I'm saying.
Is that better?
Need another edible.
Mouth hug.
I don't know. I feel like I've been gay bashed.
Wow.
I mean, I will tell you this. You do have one of the, and I'll give you this. Hold on. Because I wanted to save this. I was going to save it for later, but the scene in Clerks 2 where you're dancing from behind.
Yep.
While you're taking a piss while they're dancing to the Jackson 5. You know, straight as an arrow, despite the last 5 minutes of a conversation, but pretty sweet ass. I'll give you that, you know?
Kip, what's wrong with your boy?
He's got issues, man.
Now he's fucking hitting on me, dude.
First he tries to hate fuck. Now he's just hitting on you. Clearly hitting on you, man.
Like right? Like you got like he flat out Kip that your boy just literally flat out was like,
is this
you gotta
listen? I want to try to make my first indie film in the next few years, so I'm just trying to plant the seeds so that maybe I have a distributor. You know what I mean?
That side of the
now he's talking about planting seeds and stuff. Like, dude, Tristan wants to plant his seed in my ass. Like, look, my ass is not fertile ground.
Wow, man.
Fucking, you got to cool it. Yeah, it's totally like, dude, my career sucked till I came out of the closet. Truth is, dude, I fucking love pussy. Fucking like, it's easier on the career to be gay. I'm gay for pay, bitch.
I like I saw, I didn't know why you had this nickname, but I saw you referred to as Kevin Smith's gay avatar, and then I saw a video of the two of you side by side from like 7 years ago, something like that, and I was like, oh, all right, I get it now.
I think Kevin's gayer than me.
He does talk about
sucking dick quite often on his podcast,
all the time.
I think he's the way I like, again, like I've never like there's never been any, I mean, thank fucking God, there's never been any sexual tension between me and Kevin. I know that it was really funny that when Kevin found out about the whole bear thing, he got real competitive with me, and like, because I did quite well, and then all of a sudden Kevin, like, all of a sudden we're on the cover of fucking Bear magazines because of Kevin, and I'm like, and Kevin wanted to let me know that, like, yeah, I might be fucking like, I might be kind of whatchamacallit, an A-list bear. But Kevin is the fucking top of the heap, and he never let me fucking forget it.
But see, you've actually committed to it. You're actually gay, so you have more options than he does.
Well, the thing about being gay, especially like I live in the city, like a visual aid, like right there is the corner of Church and Wellesley, and that is lit. Like, if when they ask where the gay area is, it's Church and Wellesley. I lived for 25 years. Oh, look, and there's Dolly. Can you see her? Dolly.
Yeah,
that's my cat.
Oh, is that your cat?
Yeah.
Right on.
I've lived in the corner of like I call it the corner of Cock and Gay for like 25 years. Like, day or night, 24 hours a day, I'm 5 minutes from a blowjob. And it's an interesting way. Like I don't know if straight men realize, like, yeah, it's pretty, like, being a gay man, like, yeah.
See, Kip
like
sleeps
Kip.
about 15 feet away from me, and I've
Kip-
tried to tell him, hey, you know, we could be 30 seconds away from a blowjob, but he just won't commit to that side.
No.
Kip is my favorite person.
No offense. That's just not me, man. No.
Kip is keeping it real. Tristan, I think, like, you'd suck a dick. And Kip's
I don't know if I go that far.
If Kevin Smith
we've had the discussion
if Kevin Smith was like, Tristan, suck it, you'd do it.
Oh, it's a rough one.
Hey,
that's
Malcolm,
a rough one.
Malcolm, we were on the cruise. We went on the Cruise Askew cruise like in 23.
Why didn't I see you guys? I was on that cruise.
When they were there, when they did the pictures, because you know Kevin and Jay did the pictures with everybody. When they were there for the pictures, I swear to God, they were half a second from choking on each other's tongues. I'm telling you.
From what?
The way they were looking at each other, they're from sucking on each other's tongues. They were this close to each other and staring deeply into each other's eyes. I've never seen anything quite like that.
Who, Tristan and Kevin?
And I love Kevin. He's a wonderful man.
Yeah.
They started talking about
we
something.
We had a moment.
You fucking fag.
Well, I had,
makes me sick.
I had written a book that Kevin was a heavy influence for, and I had given him a copy of it, not for anything other than just to say thank you.
Kevin? Was that the name?
Oddly enough, that was the original title, but they wouldn't let me go.
That was the working title. Yes.
Yo, Kevin.
Yeah.
I want to suck it.
It's kind of like that was the
Tristan
Blue
Hayes.
Harvest of my book.
You know,
but when I was talking with him,
Tristan's
closet,
Tristan's closet is deep and dark. Okay, his closet is deep and dark.
Like, the thing is, I look at Kip. Kip is a man who's like, Kip reminds me, like, Jason Mewes. The least gay guy I've ever met in my fucking life, but has no problem. Never, always curious. Like, never judgmental, never weird about it. Like, always ask questions that were really, really like, you know, sincere questions. And it's funny because that's like, there's an infamous sign that I'm holding that says "Dick tastes yummy." When we were, Jason Mewes made that sign at the Red State thing, because we took the bus, which ended up being Taylor Swift. The bus that Kevin was driving around was Taylor Swift's bus.
Mm-hmm.
He bought it.
Back when he used to have that. Yeah. I remember him talking about that before.
We're driving up to Sundance, and Mewes, like, in a moment, and again, there was no judgment in his voice, but he just asked, like, what, like, what do you, what, like, you know, he was asked me, like, what it was like to suck a dick, and I was like, dude, dick just tastes yummy, and he thought it was the funniest thing he'd ever heard, but I was sincere, and so from that, he made the sign.
That's amazing. I'll have to ask him about that, because him and I we play Call of Duty and Fortnite quite often together, so I'll have to ask him about that.
I like Jason is one of my favorite people on the planet. Like, me and, like, I've known him, and, like, I've been, like, you know, I've had to kind of you know, I was just the Mewes wrangle, like, you know, when on Jay and Bob, I just wanted to keep him away from drugs and gear, like, you know, I turned him from a junkie to a drunk, so he could make that movie, like, which is very, I mean, it's a very Canadian thing to do, I guess. Oh, we're just getting to drink. But me and Jason have been through a lot together. Like, he feels like my little brother. Like, and it's so funny, on his birthday, like, he's doing so well. Like, his wife, Jordan, like, I know what I know, the work that she put into to kind of get him to the place he is now. She's a real unsung hero, but like she really never stopped. Like it's one of those beautiful, like it's a really beautiful fucking story. Like Jordan loved him. Like Jordan was an educated woman. Like Jordan's one of those beautiful women I've ever seen. Like she's so exotic looking and beautiful and intelligent, and she, you know, Jason was the one that she loved. And because Jason has a gigantic heart, and he's also, you know, Jason is a good man. He really, like, you know, when it comes down to it, Jason is a good man.
I know we're technically all just fans, like me and Kip and stuff like that, but we've talked about this before. You grow up with these people, whether they're on TV or in movies or they're a musician or something. So you grow an attachment to them. And with a guy like Jason, to see that there was a good chance he could have ended up dead or in jail or something like that. But to see him happy and clean and healthy and sober and as a father and having fun and doing as good as he is, you know, like that's the kind of shit that like makes us happy at the end of the day too. Because we want those things for him.
There's nothing, like I sent him an email for his birthday this year. Like I don't, like me and Muse, like I don't see him much, but when I do, I don't think that there's like I love seeing him. Like I love talking because he's such a freaky dude. Like he's a really weird guy. Like, I mean, that
he's real quick too, like with everything.
Well, he's got like 80, like he's got a lot of, you know, things. Like he doesn't.
He's got
like,
very manic energy.
Yes, and like he, I mean, a lot of caffeine, and like Jason has like two speeds, like manic or sleeping. He's kind of like, he's Bugs Bunny.
I wouldn't be surprised by that, to be honest. Yeah.
But the thing about Jason, he doesn't have a mean bone in his body, but there's nobody. I remember one time when I was directing the documentary Clerk, and I got in a fight with his lady, and me and Muse showed up at Kevin's house at the same time, and Muse came at me, and he was like, don't you ever talk to my wife like that. And I respected it. I was like, I mean, like that's the, like, Jason is like, he's a man's man. Like he would definitely fight for, he would fight for he would fight or kill for his children. Like he's a man's man.
And that's 100% totally respectable. Like that's actually something to honor about somebody like that. Like that's a very honorable thing.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing. Like to him, the most important thing is his family. Like true, and like it's truly is. Like, and
especially when you hear about parents not caring about their kids and letting other people trying to let other people raise their kids and things like that. Like somebody that actually 100% is there for their family is actually really cool to see.
Well,
especially in Hollywood.
Him and Jordan are really incredible parents. Like it's so funny because I saw Harley was raised by a village, literally. Like there was Nan and Pop, there was Jen's mother and stepfather, Gail and Byron. Jen. Jen. Like I really respected how much Jen was the bad cop, right? Like Kevin was fun dad, and Jen had to be, like when
somebody has to be the disciplinarian. Somebody's got to be the one to put their foot down.
Yeah. And like Kevin's not a disciplined. Like Kevin doesn't have that.
Kevin's
like,
stuck at 12.
Like Muse
Kevin's
is
still
that.
12 years old.
Kevin's one of the kids, yeah.
Like ironically, Muse is more of a disciplined, like, which is shocking when you think about it. But like, Muse is like, like he's just like he's an honorable man. Like he's a good man.
I have a very weird I don't want to say relationship, but interactions with him, because like we talked about a year ago about doing an interview with me and him and Kip, and there's been different times where we've tried to schedule and everything, and I feel bad because he keeps telling me, he's like, hey, when you see me online, jump in the chat and check with me and we'll see if we can work something out. And it's been almost a year now, and he's like, I feel bad that we haven't been able to do it yet, when in fact I'm the one that feels bad because I keep asking him about it, even though he told me to, you know what I mean? But he's so like, he always tells me, he's like, no, I told you to ask, don't feel bad, don't, you're not bothering me and this and that. He's such a cool, patient guy. That's why, like I said, I love seeing that he's doing so good and he's so happy.
Yeah, like it is really wonderful to see how Jason is now. Like I don't want to be condescending in any way and say that I'm proud or anything, but like I am proud. I'm very proud of Jason.
That's not condescending. That's your true feelings. You know what I mean?
I mean, because it's so funny because I just cleared up my warehouse and I found a Western Union thing where I sent him money for drugs from like 2002.
Was it like a receipt?
It was so funny. I found a receipt that was for like $80. And it was just some.
Did it have like a memo section that just where you put like for drugs?
No. I mean, and it wasn't to him. It was to the girl he was with. But it was just so funny. But and I was kind of like, how did he convince me to do it? I don't know. Anyway,
well, that goes back to the whole Bugs Bunny thing. He probably used that role reversal trick on you.
He rabbit season, duck season, you into it.
But but Jason is that I always had his number. Like you know what I mean? Like he didn't there's so many times like Kevin. There's such an innocent side to Kevin, right? Like he wants to believe the best in people, and like a lot of times like Jason is literally on the nod, and Kevin wouldn't know it.
Yeah. I'm often impressed by the energy that both give off, because they're both doing so much at all different times that you just look at them and you get exhausted by everything that they do and that they manage.
Well, Kevin's one of those guys that doesn't sleep, right? A lot of Kevin is undeniably a genius, and one of the qualities to geniuses is a lot of them don't sleep much, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like Kevin's one of those guys that sleeps he always seems to be awake.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things where his mind probably just doesn't shut off, and he's probably always thinking, well, yeah, I could be asleep or I could be accomplishing this, whether it's, working on a script or a comic book or something for one of the podcasts or a million other things that he has going on at all times.
He understands the concept of generating. That's for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. Since we started doing this podcast, it's weird. I never thought I would be one of those type of people, but and obviously we still have day jobs, but I'll be at my day job sitting there thinking about what's next for this, or who can we book here, or when we, I got to do research for this or that.
Fucking put on the fucking spit and fucking spin them around.
There you go.
Tristan, you gay.
Pig on a spigot.
You fucking gay. Fuck. Kip knows. Kip fucking knows.
I've known him for 25 years. If I haven't figured it out by now, there's something wrong with me.
One of my favorite things my son used to do, we'd be watching TV and two guys would kiss, and he'd look at me and go, fags. And I'm like, wait, you're
not allowed
all
to
right,
say
you know what?
that. You can't say the F word.
Wait, way to commit another hate crime there, Tristan. Appreciate it.
I'm not.
You're killing our podcast one sentence at a time.
What's with your boy?
Thank you.
He just.
I thought I had enough cred to be invited to the gay cookout. I thought I was there.
No.
Like I had fucking.
You don't have enough. You don't have enough hot dogs to be there.
One of fucking like Kevin's fans had my cell number, and like I got sick and I got COVID, and it kind of turned into something. I ended up getting hospitalized, and the dude asked me if I was HIV positive, and I'm like,
oh Jesus,
what? Like, what? I was just fascinated by somebody who didn't know me at all, felt comfortable enough asking, like,
that is such a left field question to ask someone.
Well, it's one of those things. It's like, look, you know, like that's a question like before we fuck, like, okay, that, but like,
right, yeah.
You've been in the hospital. Are you HIV? It's just like, yeah.
I also love the ignorance of a person thinking that it's just a gay disease. You know, like it's not that there's not an equal amount of straight people out there in the world that have HIV or AIDS. Also.
Well, I mean, in North America, it pretty much is a gay disease, right? I mean, it's. I mean, I'm just saying, like, look, honestly, I'm gonna talk to Kip because he seems to be the straightest of the three. Kip, honestly, beyond the initial fucking fear, how much time in your life have you spent worried about HIV? Not much.
Almost never.
Yeah.
Almost never.
Of course, because as a straight man, Tristan, on the other hand, fucking.
It's the initial fear when you first get into a relationship of some kind. Whether it's a sexual relationship or a committed relationship, there's always that first, I don't know, that first fear that you're going to get something. So you ask the questions like we're just talking about. You ask those questions and then you don't ever think about it again.
I mean, I'm still in that place. Like I did get an HIV test recently, and it's still one of those things where it's like you sit there and like they could do a kind of an instant test now and stuff. It used to be back in the day, like you'd have to wait weeks. But like, there's not like as a gay man, I'm trying to think if there's an equivalent to a straight man to getting an HIV test. But it's one of those things.
Proctology exam.
What?
Proctology exam.
Yeah, Kip, what's wrong with your boy?
I don't know. He's broken. He's over there.
I am broken.
Is that broken. Like is this revelatory in this podcast, or is this something that's just been going on all along?
I don't
know.
No,
like you said, he's known me 25 years. I've been broken the whole time.
I
don't broke
I might actually. The funny part is we used to go to gentlemen's clubs back in the days, and because of my look and his look, people actually would be like, "Oh shit, it's Jay and Silent Bob." The funny part is back then I was very Muse-like. Now I don't feel like that at all. Now I feel closer to Kevin than anything.
Kip has a very skeptical look on his face. He's like, "Something must happen."
No,
Kip's also the kind of guy at the strip club that thinks the girl really likes him.
Tristan,
Hey.
I find Kip more relatable.
I get that a lot.
He is very cuddly.
You're too out there, Tristan. Calling people fags. Jesus
Christ. I was repeating what the boy
know.
said. All right. Well, my apologies.
Then you say the F word. It's just like having a conversation and saying the N word. You say the F word.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to say the N word, definitely.
But you'd say the F word like it's fucking like lollipops falling out of your mouth. Like, what the fuck is that all about?
Oh, I shouldn't laugh at that. I apologize. Or maybe I should. I don't know.
You shouldn't. So but you Blanche. You look at you fucking. Look at you impishly fucking loving your fucking. You're like, I'm a naughty Tristan.
I have my moments. I'm
a naughty Tristan. You're gonna get fucking. I mean, if they still cancel people, dude, you'd be in trouble. Luckily,
it's a good thing we're not famous.
If I was gonna get canceled, it would have been a long time ago, probably.
This would be the Discover the Flow podcast with Kip Stevens. That's it,
right?
Like, what's podcasting like these days?
I mean, yeah. I mean, well, I think it's probably always a lot of work. Whether if you want to have a modicum of success. Me, honestly, I've discovered avenues of it that I enjoy that I never thought I would, like the hunt for a guest, or like to try to see who you can talk into it, and that moment when somebody agrees, and then you get to be like, yes, we got him. This is going to be fun, I never thought I would really enjoy that type of stuff, so that's very gratifying for me.
When I did a podcast, I was like one of the things that, because when I did Blowhard, like I started off doing the Glow and Mo show like with my mother, and my mother literally decided she decided that she didn't want to do it anymore, and I was like, Mom, like we have this opportunity, like, you know what I mean? Like because we started the same time as Tell 'em Steve Dave and the fucking incredible empire that they've built. I mean, they deserve all the credit in the world. Like those guys are like Walt and Bry and Quinn. Like fucking, it's very I'm very, very impressed with what they built.
Well, between the stuff with the comic book shop and the comic book men show and the podcast and everything, like I know Kevin helped get the show, and I know he owns the shop, but those guys run it. Those guys make it a success and stuff like that,
I mean, like, look, you can't Walt and Bry very much. They could call themselves self-made men. Like sure, they were given opportunities, but when they were given those opportunities, they were incredible. Like they were fucking Walt Flanagan is one of the most interesting, Walt Flanagan. I've known him for 30 years, but I don't know Walt Flanagan at all. Like he's but he intimidates me, and I wouldn't fuck with him. Like I wouldn't break balls with Walt I wouldn't break Walt Flanagan balls for $1,000.
He doesn't seem like the intimidating type. Like, what is it about him?
He doesn't. Walt?
Oh, no. I've never met him face to face, but everything you see, yeah.
The way you see him on TV, he seems very docile and gentle, and like he wouldn't hurt anybody.
Oh, I'm not. It's not a fisticuff thing. Like Walt. I mean, Walt's the guy that fucking literally turned me into a fucking buffoon in the first podcast I ever did, right? Like Walt's the guy that saw that whole thing, right? The chopping off the finger and shit. Like Walt played me like a fucking fiddle. Like he's a smart guy. Like he's smart and he's funny.
Mentally intimidating.
That's the thing.
He can think circles around you.
Well, no. I'm just saying that, Walt, there's a lot going on in that head. He's an interesting person. Yeah. I have a lot of respect for, and I've always had a lot of respect for Walt Flanagan.
Oh man. Well, you know what, Malcolm, brother, this has been my favorite off the rails thing that we've ever done as far as podcasting. And I honestly, genuinely can't wait for people to hear this because you've been awesome and hilarious and very generous in giving with your time.
We even hit
but
some of
we're
the
gonna let
subjects
you
that we
go
wanted to
here
talk
soon.
about.
That's all right, man. Like, it's all right. You know,
No, it
that's
was
a beautiful
good. I had
part
a great
about
time with this.
podcasting. You know, maybe someday we can all come back and sit here and talk again together. But Kip's gonna do what we call our end of the podcast questionnaire. And we're not very good podcasters, so we don't know how to end this thing. So we just steal from someone else who's already done it way better. So in the spirit of Bernard Pivot and Mr. James Lipton, who I'm sure you know, Kip, take it away.
Malcolm, what is your favorite word?
Fuck.
What is your least favorite word?
Moist.
Hate that word. What sound or noise do you love?
I was gonna go dirty, but there's a sound my cat makes, like that's she does this meow that kind of makes her sound like a kitten, and I love it's when it's when she feels safe and all that kind of stuff. And there's a meow that it's a very youthful meow, and when I hear it, it makes me happy.
What sound or noise do you hate?
The sound of a punch.
Okay.
When I was a kid, one of my best friends was a street fighter, and every weekend we'd go to the bar, and basically people in town, people from other high schools would come looking for him. He was kind of it was like a sport. His name was Paul Haskett. I've known him since my first communion, but he was a tough motherfucker. So when I was young, violence, I guess, was exciting. But I remember the last time I heard somebody get punched, it was on the street outside my house. And it's such a sickening, just that sound of a fist hitting flesh. It's, there. That was a long answer.
That was fine. What profession other than your own would you like to attempt?
What would I like to do? Or profession?
If you could do something that's not what you do now, what would you want to do?
Oh, I'd love to be the lead singer in a band.
Okay. And what profession other than your own would you not like to attempt?
I say this with empathy for people, and thank God for the people who do. I wouldn't want to be a teacher.
Okay.
I have
creative,
I want to qualify that by saying I have nothing but respect for teachers, but that's a tough job that's just getting tougher.
Oh, it takes a special kind of person to be a teacher.
Tristan just yawned.
No, I coughed. I had coughed.
Right.
No.
Okay, creatively, Malcolm, what turns you on?
Turns sexually?
Creatively,
creatively, what turns me turn on
what gets your creative juices flowing? What gets you into a creative mode?
Seeing great work. Nothing inspires me more than other people doing it. Like I think that almost all my movies have been influenced by somebody else. Like not that I stole from them, but essentially like I get really inspired by and it's so like it hasn't happened. Like the last time I had that experience was watching a Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Like I remember after seeing Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, like that was a movie that like got the creative juices flowing, just because I was so inspired by it. Like Quentin Tarantino, I find a very inspiring. Like his work, like he's the only. Like, I used to like Paul Thomas Anderson, but I haven't been like I don't know. I haven't watched his movies in a while. But Tarantino, man, like he's still fucking, he bangs them out. Like I remember seeing the trailer for Inglourious Bastards, and I was just like, this looks stupid. And then you saw it, and it's like it
was incredible.
Like the first 20 minutes of Inglourious Bastards, like that whole opening scene of Inglourious Bastards, it's up there with The Godfather as like just what an incredible piece of acting by everybody involved. So yeah, like that kind of like seeing somebody be great inspires me.
Okay. And on the converse of that, what turns you off creatively? What makes you not want to?
Negativity.
Okay. All right. What is your favorite curse word?
Cocksucker.
Okay. And my personal favorite question: if heaven exists, what do you want to hear God say when you arrive at the pearly gates?
I mean, honestly, your family's waiting for you. They're right over there. You know what I mean? Like, hopefully, if anything, I would love to be reunited with my mother, brother, and father. So hopefully it'd be like, they're right over there.
Awesome.